How Ali Abdaal changed my life. Well, the simple fact is, if not for Ali Abdaal, I wouldn't be a YouTuber right now. So this video you're watching right now, this wouldn't exist if not for Ali Abdaal. So instead of saying like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel, I'm going to say, if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe Ali Abdaal's YouTube channel. Because Ali is my mentor and I owe all of this to him. But don't get me wrong, I'm not a big YouTuber with lots and lots of money in my bank account. I'm a small YouTuber with an even smaller bank account. But even though I'm a small YouTuber, I'm actually a happy YouTuber. And the reason is because I'm finally able to call myself a YouTuber. Because I remember once I was talking to a girl, she was looking really cute, and when she asked me, what do I do? I wanted to really impress her, so I was like, I'm a YouTuber. But then she picked out her phone, looked at my channel, and she was like, it's been 6 months since you uploaded your last video, and there are only 4 videos in your entire channel. So why do you call yourself a YouTuber? It was like a tight slap for me. After that, with any girl that I talked to, I never used to introduce myself as a YouTuber. I used to call myself software engineer. But this was all before Ali's part-time YouTuber course. Before Ali, I had made 4 videos in a total of 6 years. But after Ali's course, I made 30 videos in a span of 6 months. I was finally able to make 1 video a week. So this video is about how PTYA course, Ali Abdaal's course, changed my life. I'm going to share my personal struggles and challenges when it came to starting YouTube channel, and how Ali helped me solve all of that. So this is like a gratitude / tribute video for Ali Abdaal. So let's start with the biggest challenge that every YouTuber faces when starting a YouTube channel, and that is starting a YouTube channel. Yes, this is the hardest thing. I remember I procrastinated for 5 years without making any videos. It was so bad that at age 30, when I finally looked myself in the mirror, I literally hated myself. And all that self-hatred only drove me to make my third video, Newton's Law. So I made these 2 videos 5 years back, and then I just shut down YouTube altogether. But because the video came from a place of bad mental health, obviously I suffered. Because at the end of the video, I had taken 48 days to make this 37-minute video. I mean, think about it. Even if I had made 1 minute each day, I could have finished that video in 37 days. But I had taken 48 days to make it. Because I used to hate my own work, and I used to take retake after retake thousands of times in a loop. It was like a toxic place I was in. And at the end of the video, I got admitted to a hospital because I started feeling dizzy and I lost all appetite. I mean, whole day I would go without eating any food because I was not feeling any hunger. So when the doctor took all the tests and they found out that I was completely normal, the doctor concluded that I was suffering from work stress. So after 5 years, I finally started my channel, but my doctor recommended to stop the channel. So why so much stress? Why so much procrastination? And why so much self-hatred? Well, the reason was chasing after perfection. So say this is a number line. So at center we have 0, neutral videos. On the left we have negative, bad videos. And on the right we have positive, good videos. Then if I make and publish a video, then I always want it to be at this spot, the perfect video. Not neutral, not bad, perfection. So in Tamil there is a saying, Nadicha hero dhaan. Meaning, say if you're an actor, then you will only act hero roles. So the hero role is here alongside perfection, and hero's friend, hero's brother, hero's father, where I come and act like an old guy, even though I'm younger than the hero, is all in this side of the number line. So why this obsession over perfection? Well, the reason is because if you make a bad video, then people will ridicule you, laugh at you, insult you, and disrespect you. Meaning, making a bad video gives a lot of pain and you get hurt. So in order to avoid all this pain and in order to protect ourselves, we try to run towards perfection. I know so many of my friends who want to start a YouTube channel, but they are not able to because of the fear. I know, because I used to be afraid all the time. In my first 4 videos, you can actually see me be scared live on camera. But now that I've done this 34 times, I've learned to manage my fears. Which brings me to my next point, which is the power of practice. So let's say I draw the number line again, and anytime you start anything in life, you always started being bad. Say you're starting to sing for the very first time, then you'll start it here. you will sing bad. And say you are starting to paint for the very first time, you will again start it at the very same place. You will paint bad. But as you keep painting, with each painting, you slowly start to get better and better. And after 1,000 paintings, finally your paintings start to become good. But the sad truth is, in every field, you can hide this part of your face, your ugly face or growth phase, from the public's eye. So if you're a singer, then you can be a bathroom singer for many, many years before you make your first public Instagram post showing your talent. For example, I was a bedroom dancer for many, many years until I finally made my first Instagram post showcasing my talent. So in every field, this face is private, but on YouTube, this face is public. You publicly fail on the internet for everybody to see. I mean, of course, there is a private option in YouTube while uploading videos, but uploading videos privately on YouTube is the same thing as talking before an empty crowd and feeling confident about yourself. Because that's the thing, YouTube is the same as public speaking. So when you remove the crowd, you remove the pain, and when you add the crowd, you add the pain of people watching you be bad in your growing phase. So in a way, every art form is like a Mario game, where you always start at the beginning, you always start being bad, and you always try to reach the end. You're always trying to achieve perfection, and every time you try, you keep dying, basically failing. But if you look at the pattern of failures, you'll find something beautiful. You'll find that with each failure, you're actually getting closer and closer to the end. So in my YouTube channel, with each YouTube video, I'm getting closer and closer to making a good YouTube video. So if you look at my popular videos, this one has 23,000 views, this one 5,000, this one nearing 2,000, then some 1,000 views, 500 views, and then slowly decline, 40 views. But the growth is not linear, just like in Mario. I mean, you can try a level 99 times and get so close to the end. But when you play the game for the 100th time, you'll fail in the very beginning itself. Same thing for my YouTube channel. My most recent video is just 100 views. So the point is, practice. And practice makes a man perfect. And before practice, every man is imperfect. This is the concept Ali Abdaal taught me. He taught me quality is achieved through quantity. It's such a simple advice, but nobody follows it, including me. So for both Newton's law and toggle switch, my very first videos, I was sitting there and obsessing over perfection. So instead of understanding that quantity produces quality, I totally ignored quantity and focused purely on quality. Let me explain. So Newton's law is a 37-minute video that I took 48 days to make, while toggle switch is a 10-minute video that I took 30 days to make. So for months and months, I'm sitting there and making one single video. So if you approximate 37 to be 40, then if you divide by 4 on both sides, you get 10-minute video in 12 days. That's the speed with which I worked in Newton's law. So this equation we divided by 4, but if this equation we multiply by 4, then a 40-minute video I was taking 120 days to make it. So basically in Newton's law I was slow, 40-minute video in 48 days, but in toggle switch I was even slower, 40-minute video in 120 days. And the reason for that is I didn't believe in one video per day or one video per week, because I thought 1,000 poor quality videos that waste everybody's time is just pure garbage, but one high quality video that just changes someone's life is worth pouring months and months into. So according to me, quantity is garbage and quality is what I should go after. So these two videos alone took me 6 months to make, where for 3 months I simply sat and studied YouTube. And the videos I was watching at the time were all Mr.Beast videos. And Mr.Beast just added oil to this fire. Yeah, Mr.Beast was all just quality. He was like, quality is everything. If you make a quality video, it will work. If you don't make a quality video, it won't work. Simple. So according to Beast, you don't have to be a huge celebrity, have a big name or a huge channel with thousands and thousands of subscribers. No. All you need is an empty channel with 0 subscribers. But if you upload a quality video in it, it will work. And I've seen this firsthand myself. So 1 year back, I found this channel called Virality, and back then they didn't have 17,000 subscribers or 30 videos. Back then they had 0 subscribers, and they had uploaded just one video, and that too 5 days ago, but it went viral. So a channel with 0 subscribers, but they post their very first video and it goes viral. Why? Super quality video. I watched that video. It was extremely funny. And it actually makes sense. I mean, let's imagine we are at a restaurant and there is a piano table there. If I go and play on the piano, nobody at the restaurant would notice me. Even if I shout and scream saying, watch me, nobody is going to turn towards me. But if A.R. Rahman, let's say I wear a mask around his face and nobody can recognize him. If he sits on the piano and starts playing it, everyone in the restaurant would turn towards it. Why? Quality. When there is quality in a video, people just automatically know it. They just feel it in their bones. So if you take a popular channel that has 5 million subscribers, if I go make a video on that channel and publish it, it will still bomb. But if you take a brand new channel with 0 subscribers, and if you put a video where A. Rahman is playing the piano, where his head is all covered and nobody recognizes him, even then the video will go viral. Meaning the moral of the story is subscribers don't matter, only quality of the video matters. So even a big YouTuber, when he posts a very bad video, it's going to flop. And even a small YouTuber, if he posts a very good video, it's going to succeed. So with this theory in mind, my obsession for quality became tenfold. My friends would keep telling me, bro, make a video every single week. But I would ignore all of them. My mom would be like, where's the next video? Where's the next video? But I'll release a video 1 month later, where I will just obsess and edit for hours and hours, perfecting every single second. Doing jump cuts, zooms, adding sound effects. But the video will just simply bomb. So months and months of my effort will just go down the drain, and it would hurt me so bad. I mean, instead of making a video called Dating Hurts, I should have made a video called YouTube Hurts. Because that's how bad it is. It would actually take me a long time to recover from that pain and go and make the next video. Why? Because back then, just thinking about putting myself through all that pain again would just stop me from making videos. So if you look at my channel, there would be lots of gap between each video, and I would have taken a lot of time to make each video. So basically before PTYA, I was just drowning. But if you go online, you'll find videos like I went 0 to 100k subscribers in just 3 months, or 4 million subscribers in just 3 months, or 2 million subscribers in just 1 year. So I just lost my electricity. See, my light is not working. So I'm just using natural light, my window, to shoot this bit. So coming back to the point, if you look at all these videos, you'll get so tempted by them that you'll go watch all those videos. Because you want to learn all the tips, tricks, hacks, shortcuts and secrets to reach the end and skip all of this pain and jump to the end from beginning, become a big YouTuber from being a small YouTuber by just making that viral video that breaks the internet. So it's like trying to find cheat codes in Mario game. And the reason you want to bypass the entire YouTube journey is because it's so shameful and painful to keep on failing. But the sad truth is there is no shortcut to success, and YouTube is just a slow, long game. Just like a gym. You can't just show up at a gym and ask for a six-pack the very next day. But ignoring quantity and going behind quality, basically viral videos, is like trying to skip the gym, the hard part, but still get your six-pack abs. But if you look at these clickbaity videos closer, for example, Rory Ohama took 6 years to become a full-time YouTuber. So these 3 months that she's advertising, they're basically the last 3 months of her 6-year journey. Similarly, Cleo Abram was working as a journalist in a huge newspaper company where she had lots and lots of practice filming videos and covering the news. So basically, they're both A.R. Rahmans playing the piano, and that's why it became viral. And A.R. Rahman took 10 years to become good at the piano. So quantity gives quality, but people try to hide this quality from you in order to make clickbaity titles and clickbaity videos that you would go click in your temptation. So Mr.Beast was right. In YouTube, quality only matters, quality only makes money. But chasing behind quality, chasing behind perfection, chasing behind viral videos will put you into bad mental health, where you're constantly planning, plotting, but never taking any action. So before PTYA, there was a lot of overthinking, perfectionism, and very little action. But after PTYA, I learned that quantity gives quality and that action should be greater than overthinking. So basically, Ali Abdaal gives this pottery example where there are two groups of people. where one group of people try to make 30 pots in 30 days, but another group of people try to make the perfect pot in 30 days. So basically, this group went for quantity and this group went for quality. They made 30 pots in 30 days, but they made one pot in 30 days. But at the end of 30 days, the 30th pot was way better than the one pot that the quality group made. So when Ali Abdaal constantly kept pushing quantity instead of quality, I never believed it. And when he constantly kept pushing one video per week, every single week, I couldn't even think of it. It was just so scary. Because one video a week meant minimal planning and maximum spontaneity. This means I'll make dumb, awkward, and clumsy videos that look really cringe, and I won't be able to make videos that had thousands and thousands of retakes where it finally made me look cool and smart. I mean, this is completely counterintuitive, right? Everybody would love to look smart and would hate to look dumb. But the entire PTYA principle is to look dumb and not smart. I mean, this is what Ali Abdaal secretly teaches you. He doesn't explicitly say it, but it's implicitly implied. So if you look at this screenshot from PTYA course, Ali teaches you these three levels, level 1, level 2, level 3, and only in the level 3, he tells you to be smart. But level 1 and level 2 is not about being smart, it's about getting going and getting good. Meaning just switch on the cameras and make some damn videos. So your videos are going to be dumb, awkward and cringe since you're going for quantity. But because you're making videos, you'll get a lot of practice and you'll slowly start inching towards quality. And if you look at the picture closely, you'll find niche only after the third level. But new YouTubers constantly obsess about niche, even though they're still noob YouTubers. And only after becoming a good YouTuber, you must start thinking about being smart and picking a niche. But small YouTubers like me start obsessing about niche in the very, very beginning. I mean, I remember there was another small YouTuber of mine who was like, I have only one advice for you. Please pick a niche. Because you're like a boat which doesn't have any direction and you're just roaming around without any purpose. But the thing is, when you're just starting out, be dumb and roam without purpose. Press record and make videos, even though they're bad. But whenever I give this advice to people, nobody follows it. Because bad videos are painful and bad videos are scary. I know. I have made 34 bad videos. And while making each of these videos, I was just scared to death. I remember I used to take Haberman's physiological sighing, at least like 1,000 sighing I used to do during the shooting process of each of these videos. So there's this new breathing technique that Haberman teaches you that helps you calm down before you do something scary like public speaking or making YouTube videos. In fact, Ali Abdaal's free foundation course is all about holding your hand and making your very first video. He basically gives you the courage to go post your bad video because action trumps all kinds of overthinking. There's even a Tamil dialogue saying, உலகின் தலை சிறந்த சொல் செயல். Meaning the greatest word in the English dictionary is the word action. In fact, there are hundreds and hundreds of videos in this PTYA course that I haven't even watched, but I'm reviewing PTYA course. Why? Because action trumps overthinking, planning, and even studying. I mean, normal people would watch a movie fully and then make a review video about that movie. Nobody does a review midway of the movie. But I'm here reviewing PTYA course without even completing PTYA course. It's because I'm #1 student of Ali Abdaal. I'm actually following the content that's being taught in this course. So to summarize, don't go for smartness or quality, virality or perfection. Go for dumbness or spontaneity, go for quantity and embrace imperfection. In other words, don't plan, instead act. So basically I'm exactly doing the opposite of what I used to do. So before PTYA, I focused on quality and ignored quantity. But after PTYA, I ignore quality and focus on quantity. So before PTYA, I made 4 videos in 6 years. But after PTYA, I made 30 videos in just 6 months. So if your focus is not quality and if your focus is quantity, then there are 3 techniques to increase your quantity. Number 1 is obvious, compromise on quality of your videos. So I'll give you an example. One week, one Sunday, I just had 1 hour to make a YouTube video. And the entire week, I was taking care of my father's business. So I had no time to plan and no time to script my video. And usually, I script my videos word for word. I just planned so heavily. I need to know exactly what I'm going to say on camera. Otherwise, I don't switch on the camera. I'm that scared of camera. But on this particular week, all I had was just 1 hour because on Sunday I had to go meet this important friend, and all I had was an idea and no script. So what did I do? In order to achieve one video every single week, I just pressed record and started rambling in my mother tongue Tamil. Because I'm not that fluent in English to just speak from my heart directly without any preparation in English. And in fact, that day, just like today, I didn't use my $200 lighting setup where I have this huge soft box to get me a soft light, but instead opened my window and directly started recording. Why? Because this $200 lighting setup takes half an hour to set it up, and I didn't have that much time. So I just decided to throw my specs and started recording in window light. Just like today, I could have just waited for the power to come back and waited to shoot my videos. Basically, for perfection, I could have paused my action. Instead, I chose to make an imperfect video and chose to take action. And I have lots of problems because of this imperfection in my YouTube channel. Because some days I make videos in Tamil, some days I make videos in English, and people are just all the time complaining to me, saying, please make a video in English and English. And when I make a video in English, my Tamil subscribers are like, make a video in Tamil. So there's a lot of confusion and a lot of chaos, but there is always action. There is a video every single week. So in last 30 days, I've made 5 videos. So if you take 4 weeks in a month, then I've made more than 1 video per week. So even if you have 5 minutes to make a video, then you must completely reduce the quality of the video and go for YouTube live. No scripting, no planning, no nothing. Just to say what's on your mind. I mean, if you don't even have an idea and if you don't even have content, then just do a diary vlog. I have made diary vlogs in my channel before. I call it dating vlog, where I basically just explain what's on my mind. Like we write diary entries, right? We just say what happened that day and what we did that day, what we thought. Just speak your mind. So you can never give the excuse saying, I didn't have time to make a YouTube video. Because at the end of the day, a 5-minute video requires just 5 minutes to make it. But we do all this editing, planning, scripting, lighting, performance and thumbnail designing to keep increasing its quality, and that way we keep failing on quantity. But destroying quality and going for quantity takes courage. Which is why I made this ultimate guide to courage video to help you take action despite whatever emotions you feel. So go check that video if you're struggling in courage just like me. The second technique to increase quantity is to stop obsessing over having a particular niche. For example, in my channel, I have 0 niche. So one day I make a video on computer science and coding, and next day I make a video on hair fall and medicine. One day I make a vlog video playing in the beach, and the next day I make a dating video talking about divorce. 0 niche. In fact, the very first video that I made after taking PTYA course was talking about my favorite movie, Across the Spider-Verse. For half an hour, I just talk about how much I loved that movie. Similarly, don't trap yourself in a niche and keep making videos only in that niche, because the constraints are going to make it really hard to keep making videos. The niche is a level 3 problem, not level 1 or level 2. In level 1 and 2, break the constraints and make yourself free. Talk about what you love and what you think. Talk about this pen if that's what you want to talk about, or your hair if you feel like that. Talk about anything and everything. 0 rules. That will give you maximum freedom and will help you act and produce quantity. And the last technique to increase quantity is to steal and copy like an artist. For example, this hair fall video, I completely copied it from Rahman, who also made a hair fall video. So basically his video is 2 hours long and mine is 30 minutes long. That's the only value that I'm producing. Otherwise, the content is exact ditto copy. So just like quality, originality is another obsession on YouTube. YouTubers are so afraid to copy from others because people will call them a copycat and shame them in the comments. But when it comes to copying and being original, nobody is 100% original and nobody is 100% copy. Everybody copies and everybody is original. It's a mix of both. I'll give you an example. 5 years back, I went for a Zumba class, and there my dance master kept teaching us some dance moves, and we as audience were all copying her dance moves. And the master always told us that when I do a step, copy that dance step, but always dance it in your own style. So any step X, we copy from our master, but we dance it in our own style. And we keep on repeating it. Whatever steps he dances, we keep on copying it, but we keep dancing it in our own style. That's exactly what you need to do on YouTube. So take some random video, and if you like it, you watch the video and there is some point or some content in the video that you love so much, then you make a video on it by copying that content, but then delivering it in your own style. Meaning you should add your own personal experiences of how you relate to it or how you connect to it And with all that personal honesty, you make your own presentation of that same content. And this video is going to be completely in your own style. For example, in hair fall video, I started talking about Rajinikanth, a famous hero in Tamil, who goes bald in a movie but still looks stylish in that movie. So Haberman talks about this point where because of stress of losing your hair, people start losing more hair. So hair fall, stress, hair fall. That's like a toxic loop. And in order to break it, one needs to be content and satisfied even though they're losing their hair. So in my video, I was encouraging people by showing Rajinikanth and how stylish he looks even though he's bald. This is some content that is completely original to me. Haberman never said it. But the entire hair fall science was copied from Haberman. So there's both copying and there's both originality in every single video that we make as humans. So there's nothing wrong with copying or stealing like an artist. For example, this video is stolen from PTYA. I mean, this video is stolen from PTYA. And the reason why you are able to so boldly copy from other artists is because when you write an 8 and if another person writes an 8, their 8 will be different from yours because this 8 is written using their handwriting and this 8 is written using your handwriting. So even though it's the same 8, you're just copying the 8. When you write it in your own handwriting, it comes with your own style. So it's like a fingerprint. Even though our fingers all look the same, our fingerprint is completely unique and original. So you, me, everybody has the same 2 eyes, same nose, same mouth and same 2 ears. But we all look completely unique and original. But just like breaking out of your niche, people are also afraid of copying from another YouTuber because of imposter syndrome. For example, Haberman is a huge scientist, has a PhD, he's from Stanford, and so he's making such a knowledgeable video on hair fall and hair loss. But I am just a computer science engineer who just knows how to write code. I mean, what do I know about medicine and hair loss? But that didn't stop me from making a video on hair fall, and that didn't stop me from helping people who are suffering from hair fall. So if you take these 3 conditions, so this is you, and the first condition saying you will only make high quality videos and not low quality videos is basically like a constraint. It's like a box that traps you. And then saying I'll only make videos in my niche and not anywhere else is like a second constraint. It further limits you. And then saying you will only be original and never ever steal is the third condition that completely traps you. With these 3 constraints in place, you will never be able to make a video. So breaking all 3 conditions and producing lots and lots of videos is how you become a good YouTuber. And the last reason that I want to give to you to break all these 3 boxes is by explaining to you how quantity improves quality using this principle that I learned from an economics professor. So when I made 4 videos in 6 years versus 30 videos in 6 months, even though my editing skills were improving in both, because I used to spend weeks and weeks editing videos here and hours editing videos here. But when it came to thumbnails, I just made 4 thumbnails in 6 years, but I made 30 thumbnails in 6 months. So I got very little practice here and a lot of practice here. So even though editing practice was exactly the same in both scenarios, when it came to thumbnails, I was getting a lot of practice when I was making a lot of videos. So when it comes to making videos, there are 4 skills that you need to master: thumbnails, performing on camera, editing, and content writing. So when you go for quality, where you take lots and lots of years to make very few videos, I was improving in editing a lot, but in thumbnails I was very poor. But I went for quantity, where I was making 1 video every week. I was getting equal practice in all the skills because I was going through all of them every single week. So my thumbnails also improved, my editing also improved. So if you draw a bar chart, so this is thumbnails, this is editing. Then when you go for quality, editing skill improves a lot, but thumbnail still doesn't improve that much. And when you go for quantity, both thumbnail skills and editing skills improve by the same amount. So you get extreme development of skills when you go for quality, and you get a balanced development of skills when you go for quantity. I'll give you an example with girls. Say there are 3 girls and we are measuring their beauty and brains. So this is beauty and this is brains. So the first girl has a lot of brains but very less beauty. Last girl has a lot of beauty but very less brains. And the middle girl has average beauty and average brains. So out of these 3 girls, you should not pick the extremes, but you should pick the balance. Because a lot of beauty with very less brains is a toxic relationship. So the girl has to work on herself and has to study, read books, go for therapy and focus on her mental health, and she has to improve her brains. Similarly, the girl who's not that beautiful has to hit the gym, get more sexy, work on her makeup and build her beauty. Because a balanced girl gives a more healthy relationship when it comes to dating. Similarly, you being very good in editing and you producing very good videos is of no use if nobody is going to click on your videos because your thumbnail looks so bad. So instead, if you ration your time, like take some couple of hours from editing and invest it in thumbnails and improve your thumbnail skills, where you make both skills more balanced, then this would produce more hit videos and more quality videos than this. So going behind quality doesn't give you quality, but going behind quantity gives you quality. So that concludes my YouTube full guide. So basically, I have shared with you the biggest mistake I made going behind quality and the biggest lesson I learned going behind quantity that has made me a YouTuber right now. So the PTYA course is actually $1,000, which is very pricey. Especially I'm from India, so that dollars converts to rupees. So I have to multiply it by 80 because $1 is 80 rupees. So I was a little hesitant about buying that course. But my college best friend, with whom I am dancing in this video, explained to me that when it comes to education, you can even go beg people. Meaning education is so important that you should not let your pride or shame stop you from seeking that education. Education is that important. So I have spent 20,000 rupees on my lighting and 2.5 lakh rupees on my laptop. It's a very powerful laptop. It can do all sorts of editing really fast. And then I spent 1 lakh rupees buying the PTYA course. This is my total expenditure for YouTube. But let's say I had only 1 lakh rupees with me. I don't have 4 lakhs. Then I will drop the laptop and drop the lighting and buy the PTYA course. Why? Because the lighting and the laptop are all just gears. They are hardware that improves the quality of your videos. But the biggest hardware in this entire YouTube studio right now is my brain. So instead of investing in laptop, lighting, camera, the most important hardware that you must invest in is your brain. This is the most important asset. So even with a pathetic camera and stupid lighting and a useless gear, you will still keep making videos if you take the PTYA course and get the YouTuber mindset, where you don't allow quality, you don't allow niche, and you don't allow originality to stop you from making videos. So choose quantity and forget about quality. I'll see you in the next video.